All right. Welcome to Sideboardmtg. My name's Eric, and it's time for Subscribers Sunday. Before we get started with that, I had a lot of fun today. I actually went to GP Phoenix, and no, I didn't play in the GP. It was a modern GP, and most of you guys know I'm a standard guy. I got a chance to actually, meet Sam Black, Jerry Thompson, Andrew Jessup. So it was my chance to go be like a fanboy, take some pictures and stuff. I got to meet Marshall Cycliffe. He was busy most of the time that I was there, so I didn't actually get a chance to shake his hand or anything, or actually introduce myself. But that was a lot of fun, and either way, I thought I would share that. So I'll be posting some of those pictures or something like that on the Reddit here in the next day or so. So either way, if you like today's show, give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content in general or want a chance of getting your deck played on Subscriber Sunday, there's a couple things you need to do. And the first one is subscribe to the channel. The second one is you need to post your deck on our Reddit. And when I say our Reddit, I mean the community Reddit, Sideboardmtg Reddit. And as always, there's a link in the description box below. I knew chat would not be up. But there's a link in the description box below, so you can just go there and post your deck. And there's about 150 or so members right now. So a lot of people that are, giving good, honest feedback on decks and things like that. So, it's a growing community. So if you want to be part of that and even get a chance to get your deck played here on Subscriber Sunday or have some interaction with what decks get played, you can post. What happened to the webcam? There it is. Man, OBS. Wow. Update, and now we're wow. All right. How's everybody doing? Huh? For the Horde, what's up? Yeah, you know what? For the Horde, since you actually know him, you can blame Nick Kuzman for me being a little bit late to the show here. I should have known to update OBS earlier today. What's up, Lamp? Lamp's off right now. Lamp's napping. But yeah. Anyway. Hyped for Dominaria. You know what? I'm actually a little bit hyped for Dominaria too. You see Rose Saram? Yeah. Well, you guys voted on it. Like, you guys helped Rush get to the to Subscriber Sunday, and that's kind of what it's all about. So yeah, we're gonna play it. Somehow Zaxadillo got one in here. You guys always vote for Zax's decks. Like, we get this mono blue storm. Like, what? And then let's see who. I think Domenico is the first deck we're playing. Let's go pull up that deck. The first deck we're playing is going to be the okay, Magic. Oh, is it going to be one of those days? 4-color good stuff. And I just noticed earlier that it's got Zulaport Cutthroat in the deck list. I assume he meant Glint Sleeve Siphoner. I could be wrong. It may not be Glint Sleeve Siphoner, but it said Zulaport Cutthroat. So I took it anyway. How am I on the stream monster? Eric, how are you? Oh, the stream monster. What? What? Oh, I'm clueless. The mono black aggro deck. My mono black aggro deck. Okay. Well, geez, you're watching GP. Oh, we'll see. Nice. What? That's awesome. Awesome multitasking. There you go. Thank you, Andrew. James, Rush, Chris, Magic Hefe. Lamp never sleeps. Yeah, well. Zaxadillo for the Horde. Steven Steele. Shout out from New Zealand. Well, thank you. So we've got, like, all right. So New Zealand. We've got, I think, some mainland Australians. I think James is from mainland. I could be wrong. Let's see who else we got in here. We got a bunch of people. Ryan the Fireburns, Derek, thank you, thank you. Dragon Lord, James Carr. I'm probably skipping over some people. Parasitic Bum. Andrew, he checked in early. Said make sure you hit that like button. Alright guys, if I missed a shout out, let me know. 406 for life. Where is 406? Like, where is 406? I guess instead of reading names, maybe I should read what these people are saying, right? What is... packing starts this week, so like the week that I'm actually moving, yes, oh my goodness, I seen the Sultai lands. I'll talk about that in just a minute before we get started. I will. Remind me, Andrew, to talk about Jim Davis's Sultai lands before we get started, but I was going to answer some other questions here. Packing and everything, we're getting started this week. It'll be the Wednesday will be my first pre-recorded video. It's going to be Grixis. Thursday is going to be vampires, and then I don't really have what order the rest of them are going to come out in, but we've got dinosaurs coming, pirates, and merfolk coming this week, and my Grixis mid-range. That I got to watch a buddy of mine play a version very, very similar to it with the Vonus Hunger's Champion Wits. He played almost my Grixis list in a side event, and he went 2-1 in a side event, in a 3-game side event, so that was pretty cool. Mr. Triggs, so Michael Triggs, how you doing, sir? I've got actually 2 decks from you for this month. And which one are you wanting me to play? Are you Fuzzy's got a lot of ideas, so which one do you want me to play, sir? The hour one or the other? You know what? Just let me know there which one you want me to play. Alright, so let's talk about that Sultai lands, right? First off, did you guys actually watch Jim Davis's video on Sultai, like his Sultai lands? Like, if you watched it, look how many people were like, where's Mastermind's acquisition in this deck? And what did Jim Davis say? Right? Like one of our current, like, top of the game pros, what did he say about that card? The exact same thing I said. Yes. Thank you. Someone else believes that card is horrible. Go with Azor's Gateway. All right. That's another card I was actually a little bit surprised, but he made perfect sense when Jim Davis was talking about that card as well. But he was talking about people are like, he doesn't like it, I'm out. Yeah, he was talking about Azor's Gateway. He's like, I don't want to loot, I want to actually draw. It is. Mastermind is a trap. Yeah. Mastermind's acquisition is a trap card. Like, the deck sounds like it's a lot of fun, and every time it goes off, it's just like absolute power. And you can like just completely, absolutely take control of the game with that deck. But for the most part, it scares me at how volatile it is. The Sultai lands deck, that deck looks great. I'll probably have to play it. Like, I might even play that tomorrow. Like, just either that or a metallurgic summonings version of that, because even he was talking about, yeah, metallurgic summonings might be really good in this deck. So I've been wanting to play with metallurgic summonings for a while, and I actually think Jim Davis built the right shell for it. I really, really do. I might have downloaded Jim Davis's list. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I've got my, yeah. I do not have it. Anyway, we're going to talk about Domenico's 4-color good stuff. So, Verdurous Gearhulks, the Scarab God, Nissa, Vital Force, Glorybringer, Chandra, Torture Defiance, Champion of Wits, Sweltering Suns, just wipe the board clean, Cavern of... Alright, so I'm a little bit mixed on the Cultivator's Caravan. Now, granted, you can end up making everything bigger later with your Gear Hulks and stuff, but naturally, nothing can crew it. I mean, Glorybringer can crew it, but that's a little... right? I guess you could make your land a 5/5 and then crew it, but like Champ doesn't crew it, Glint doesn't crew it, so I assume that we really just want this card for mana. And if that is the case, then yeah. Rich, you said you watched him play the lands deck? It needs a little updating. Okay. 2 Nissas in the main? Maybe, yeah, for this deck, Nissa is definitely here in the main. She works kind of like Liliana for permanents. She'll give you, you know, Chandra's back, you know, Cultivator's Caravan, the Scarab God. Putting them back in your hands, not bad. The deck looks like it's just really trying to protect itself, keep the board clean, draw a couple extra cards. I think that this would be better suited as like maybe more removal, but we're gonna see where it goes here. I kind of like the idea of it. It's probably great for the Scarab God, and then of course Sandworm's Convergence. Interesting card. If they counter it, you can Nissa it back in your hand, replay it. It shuts down a lot of strategies, so that's really good. Lost Legacy is kind of a must. Duress. Essence Scatters negates 4 Ubs here and 3 Naturalize. Like, he's really specific about what he needs to answer with this deck. So, I can see that. Like, there's just certain things that he's going to be like, alright, I have to answer the creature, so this is going to be it. I have to answer approach or, you know, a counter. Like, so he just basically said, there we go. Yeah, I get it. That makes sense. Well, what do you guys say we play this and see what it feels like, right? 4-color good stuff. Can the mana be good enough? What's the mulligan rate going to be like with this thing? So, I like Nissa and Liliana in the main. Because if Liliana accidentally mills and like one of your planeswalkers or one of your 1-ubs or something, you just like play your Nissa and then pick it up. I don't know, it's cool. I think it works good with Liliana. You're just waiting on the James criticism. Yeah, I definitely think it's for the mana. All right, we're gonna see how it plays, if we can find an event or find an opponent. We had 2 people from my shop hit top 8 in the GP, so that's pretty cool. Okay, sorry. What are you sorry about, James? What are you sorry about? Let's see. All right, well we're gonna leave this and we're just gonna go jump into maybe some tournament practice. Maybe we'll find an opponent there. Maybe we'll find an opponent. We'll find out. So I hear that Justin Clay and Rush. Like, I hear you guys are Facebook friends now and met right here on the channel. That's great. Like, the fact that you guys are talking about decks and, you know, I've heard Rush. You got somebody trying to make a fling deck. Yeah, I heard. You want me to play fling? Okay. I'm willing to fling Galtas at people. I really am. Flinging Galtas sounds pretty good. Right? Aw. Tasmaniac's like, oh, they're Facebook buddies. Ain't that cute? No, that's awesome, dude. The fact that my channel is becoming a place where Magic players can meet and brew and exchange ideas and such. I'm going to keep it because I have lands and just pray that I get into green or blue lands. As of right now, the prayer is I can play a Glorybringer at some point. So that's where I'm at. That's awesome, dude. Again, that's awesome that people are using it as a community. I think that's great. That's kind of what the Reddit and everything else was meant for. Is this a Marionette Master deck? Oh, come on, land. Give me land. Ooh. Alright, well. We're shuffling things further and further to the back of the hand. Yep, I smell Marionette Master. Okay. Well, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't mind something to cycle at this point. I'm actually going to cycle main phase. This is how bad this is. To shoot for a different color land. I would like to start hitting green. So I'm going to cycle right now. He's not putting pressure just yet. Alright. Well. So the fact that there's this many basics in a 4-color deck, that bothers me. Why is there this many? Well, like, how do you have room for 5 basics in just 2 colors in a 4-color deck? 4-color good stuff, huh? I think we're gonna have to go to the drawing board on this one. Abzan Bull, welcome, welcome. Look, hey, it's a green one. So we just cracked Tezzeret here. Oh man, he's got the rebuke. You got me, opponent. You got me. Got me with the rebuke. It's pretty good. Grixis improvise. Okay. It is. It's 4-color good stuff. The loyalty is strong with this one. It is strong. Means he's about to ultimate this bad boy. Glorybringer off the top would help. That won't hurt. Okay. That doesn't stop it. Woo! All right. We get to punch Tezzeret in the nose. All right. Well, that's a start. That is a start. That's going to keep Tezzeret from ultimating here. Whew. Okay. All right. All right. This deck could probably use some treasure maps. Like, instead of Cultivator's Caravan, I bet Treasure Map would be a better card. I bet it would. Let's do this. I'm actually going to go ahead and go over to manatraders. By the way, if you guys are new and you don't know about manatraders, make sure you use the promo code Sideboardmtg15 to save yourself some money if you do decide to sign up for manatraders. It's a pretty good code. Save you quite a bit on first 4 months of your subscription. Wow, he's just got all the cards in the world. Oh goodness. Okay, alright, so what did we exile? A blue source? Of course we did. Of course we exiled a blue source. We can't cast anything. Let's see if we get something off the top. Hey, I am actually going to cast that. Alright, well, we'll play Nissa. And so here I'm actually going to offer him the chance to kill Nissa and go ahead and just put Glorybringer back in my hand. So now if he wants to, you know, like, we couldn't have gotten through. Like, if we would have went to swing, he would have just chump blocked. So there's no point in making one of our lands that, you know, vulnerable there. And I have another Nissa, so like now he needs to pick which one he wants to pressure. Although if he has like Vraska's Contempt, I'm going to lose a bunch here. Is he not Grixis? It was his first fetch, so I was expecting the red to go get a. Okay. Well, thank you for showing us a game there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, makes it lethal. Okay. Essence Scatter. Negate. Seem good. I'm actually going to get rid of the Sweltering Suns. Wow. So a lot of basics. I definitely think that we could spice up the mana base some more, but maybe we just hit a bad go at it. Should we take Duress? Naturalize? Like, just take all of that? Maybe the Naturalize over the Negate. But Negate will stop. I don't think we can afford to get rid of the Caravan. Everything else is draw. So he doesn't have enchantments. I guess I just stick with a Braid over Naturalize. And then Glorybringers can't. Maybe I just trim Glorybringers for a couple extra cards. Trim a champ. Alright, I'll run it like that. I really do think that this Cultivator's Caravan would probably be better suited as a treasure map. Although it worked really good for us there. There is a Sandworm. Yep. There is a Sandworm's Convergence in this deck. Okay, we're one land off of getting this down. We're a black land off of getting this down. We have the mana for Chandra. We get this. We have the colors for everything. I'm going to keep, just because we're one land off of being able to play this. So I'm going to start with hit this and go from there. Man, I've got to fix my key bindings. Alright. There we go. Now I can punt with one hand. Oh man, Duress? Really? If he goes map, no land, I'm blowing it up. I'm just saying. Oh, he got a land. He's probably got perfect mana over there. Now he really has perfect mana. That might be what this deck needs, if it just drew land, naturally. But it does not. I definitely think that if you plan on playing 4 colors, you should probably have a huge investment in your mana base. So, yeah, sure, dude. Go for it. Game 2 of match 1. That is correct. Tony P, what's up? He made it to the stream. Welcome, welcome. They're a little expensive online. Rent. Don't pay for that. Just rent. Play all the decks. Manatraders. Sideboardmtg 15. I'm sorry, it probably wasn't that funny. He took my Chandra. He took my Chandra. Alright, well, that's what we got. We pass. Well, if we top deck and land next turn, we can play Gleensleeve. Is this Tezzeret? It's Tezzeret. If we would have top decked any other land, we could have played Gleensleeve. Well, at least we'll duress here. Like we're gonna make some use out of this. Metallic Rebuke. Oh, he could have just cast it, but alright. So he could have kept me off color, but chose not to. Alright, so he's got a Herald. 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. That's about to happen. That's about to happen. How do we beat a Herald? Like, is it possible for this deck to beat a Herald? So, in hindsight, oh, well, it wouldn't have mattered. Wouldn't have mattered if I had blown something up. He didn't use it. He still had a mana on tap. Evolving Wilds. Alright, so... it gains haste, right? Alright, so... alright, I'm just gonna get a mountain, or... yeah, or a swamp. We'll grab a swamp. And... I guess we swing with the swamp, because we can use this to make... alright, so he does not plan to protect Nissa? Or doesn't plan to protect Tezzeret? So... we know 1 out of 3 cards in his hand. What's up, Kenny? Yes, we're still on it. Oh man, so now we lose both. Because at end of turn we gotta get rid of... well, hopefully we'll get a good top deck. What did he get? Ooh, he's digging. He's digging. Well, we get to kill Tezzeret, I think. Terrific. Alright, well, we'll try to kill Tezzeret. And that's pretty much all we can do at this point. We're losing the card advantage race here. Wow, he's just gonna sack everything. I forget about this demon's second ability. This demon is so good. I'm only gonna hit him for 1. Alright, well, we really need a land off the top now because he will kill Nissa this turn. Yeah, that's a swamp attacking. Yeah, that's Nissa's first ability. Swamp becomes a 5/5 and gains haste. Or land becomes a 5/5. Until my next turn. Like, now he could use all of his mana to weaken my swamp if he wanted to, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. So, the reason I'm not playing this is because I would just draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, and then I would have a Champion of Wits on the battlefield that I couldn't do much with. So, the idea here is take my 5, which I'm probably going to have to take anyway. And then I'm going to have to take another 5 after that. Because I'm going to spend all of next turn trying to bring this Champion of Wits back from the graveyard when he passes turn and makes me discard the 1 card in my hand. Like, that's how it's supposed to work anyway. We'll find out. Right. So, hopefully you guys get why I didn't just slam that champion here. I want it in the graveyard. And putting it on the battlefield, it's very likely that he would just be like, I'm not killing it. So, holding this land means we get to keep 3 out of the new 4. Oh, see, he could have sacked things. Well, we're dead. We are so dead. Could have played the land, but no. We've got 7 mana, about to have even more mana. I want to keep cards that I can hold on to. Making the Brew Crew and posting it on Sideboardmtg. There you go. Hey, at least that's costing him artifacts each time. So if he would have done that in response, I wouldn't have been able to draw cards. Like, if he knew he was going to kill it that turn, he should have done it in response. Sure. I mean, we don't have the tools here to benefit this card. Like, this is the only copy of, or the only energy in the whole deck, which normally works all right, but our lands just aren't gonna, or our creatures just aren't gonna get us anywhere. We're just dead to this thing. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna scoop it up. Wow. So let's go talk about this deck. I think Cultivator's Caravan, like, if you're going to be ramping, like, maybe you need to be ramping into some. We had a lot of outs. We would have hit a Sandworm's Convergence. We could have just played it. It's not scrolling. Really? Why is it not scrolling? Let me see. There we go. Is that better? Alright. Dark Confident down to 1 life. June beats KCF. What? Alright. KCI is being played in the modern top 8? Wow. Alright, I didn't know what decks they were playing. I couldn't get close enough to, like, really see that. They were over in the feature match area when I left, so. One top. Wow, alright. I'm gonna have to go watch this later. I'm gonna watch the rerun on Twitch or something. But yeah. All right. So where do we go with this deck? Like seriously, what do we do with this deck? All right. So we get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, so Blooming Marsh, Botanical Sanctums. Yeah, definitely got to go Blooming Marsh, Botanical Sanctum. All right, maybe not that many on that. I got a lot of fast lands here. Do need the red slightly early, but when do we need green? Like, we don't need green till late. So early green's not very important. Early red is important. So let's say Sheltered Thicket? Isn't that what it is? Yeah, Sheltered Thicket. There you go. So I definitely think Sheltered Thicket looks right in here. Alright, so we got way too many mountains now. Canyon Slough works really good here. Like, I would rather have my colors and play my cards a turn late. So first off, I'd rather play my cards on turn, on curve. But when it comes to like cutting that fine line of what's acceptable or not acceptable, I think that I would rather have my colors and be able to play those, like play everything a turn late because things came in tapped and just always have my colors, than I would Compass over Caravan. Right? Compass over Caravan, and then yeah, but Compass isn't as good without Hour, and I don't think Hours is great without Compass. And then when you do that, you're gonna want some deserts, and you're gonna want to go down that path, which that path isn't bad. We will be talking about the Sultai deck tomorrow and how you could easily splash another color into that deck. You just tried to skip forward, Andrew. Like, let's go watch the next deck. Let's go watch the next one. I want to talk a little bit about this deck before I move on here. I do think that we can get the land base. I think it's Canyon Slough. Because Canyon Slough will activate Glint Sleeve Siphoner, turns on a Braid, helps you get your Sweltering Suns. You've got plenty of things to help the Rootbound Crags come in untapped. You could probably go with a Drowned Catacomb or two in the deck. And then, alright, because this will bring Drowned Catacomb in untapped. Oh, wow. Alright, so is Drowned Catacomb bad here? Alright, so Canyon Slough brings in Rootbound Crag untapped. Alright, so if this brings in Rootbound Crag untapped. Sorry guys, I'm trying to think for just a second here. So what is the other one? Dragon Skull Summit. I think, yeah, it might be Dragon Skull Summit we're looking for here. So how many red sources is this? We're probably going to like get rid of this once we get color where we want it. We need a lot of red, so we don't need that because I'm wanting to get at least a blossoming, a blooming, botanical sanctum in here or two for a few more fast, like early blue. So when you do bring in these negates and stuff out of the sideboard, you do have some early blue, or at least some chances at blue. Because right now I feel like the deck's like hurting bad on blue. We got plenty of red though. So maybe we go with a fetid pool. Because fetid pool will not bring, like, we don't want too many fetid pool because it won't bring in the rootbound crag untap. Okay. But it'll bring in the Dragon Skull Summits. Alright, so last land. Alright, so I want to cut one Blooming Marsh for one more Botanical Sanctum, but I don't need, I need black on turn. Oh, that's energy's what we're missing. Aether Hubs. Like, if you're going to run this, you want the Aether Hubs, especially in a 4-color deck. But then you're going to want other ways to make energy, which means at that point you're going to want Harness Lightning, so that you can keep your Aether Hubs turned online. And then at that point you want to know what your base is and just build off of that. Yeah. Alright, so let's say the deck... Like, this is a whole lot to go into the mana base, right? Just to late splash this as a 4th color and early splash Glint Sleeve. Like, so, yeah, I want to work and build on this land base over here, but now that I'm actually looking at the fundamentals of the deck a minute, it's, you're only splashing black for Glint Sleeve and the Scarab God, which, at that point, you should probably be in Teamer and then just play it off your Aether Hubs. Yeah. Like, first off, if you're going to be in black, then, like, why aren't you running Vraska's Contempt? Especially if you're running it hard enough to run Glint Sleeve Siphoner. In order to run Glint Sleeve Siphoner, like, that card is, it's so good that it's kind of, like, it's borderline just being amazing, but when you're not really building around Glint Sleeve Siphoner, it's not, like, at its full potential. Think of like it's Saiyan but not Super Saiyan. I don't know. And the reason I want to say it like that is because now that Attune with Aether is gone, you can't like boost that energy beforehand. So you really need to play Glint Sleeve Siphoner with a deck that can actually get that turn 1 black source and then a turn 2 Aether Hub, so you can just go off, and it actually makes it a must answer that turn. If you only have one energy source the turn it comes down, they actually get a whole nother turn to wait, or they can, you know, see if you will actually, you know, yeah, Servant is definitely going to be where we want to go if we're gonna stay this green. So yeah, we're gonna go Servant. So if we are going Servant, we've got plenty of green sources, so we get to pick early. Alright, so we'll get the other Botanical Sanctum, fix the mana here. Man, I can't spell. Servants. Is that right? There we go. Alright, so now we've got some Servants. So now we've got a reason to be in green early. We don't have any real reason to be in black at any point, though. I also think that we're way too heavy on the top end and not have any type of ramp or enough protection in the early game. I know that like sweeping the board here sounds great, but it's actually going to be like really detrimental to you. I think you're going to do much better with targeted removal. So I'm actually going to say some spray or some pushes. So because I'll let you choose which one you want, I'm actually going to just put one spray, one push in here. But I think you definitely got a spot in the deck where you could squeeze in one of the others. So let's grab a magma spray there. Yeah, there's enough red that you could get away with spray. Now, I like the 4 Glory Bringers because like you're going into Glory Bringer. Sandworm Convergence feels like, okay, I am topping off into that. But I think that we could actually shave a couple things and it'll help you a lot. I'm going to shave one Verdurous Gearhulk. I'm going to shave one Glory Bringer. Now I've got 3 spots open in the deck. And I know it seems weird, but in these 4-color decks, I actually think that there's going to be points where you just don't really have all the colors you need, or they're going to keep you off color, and you're just going to have... Right, Sandworm Convergence is the dream. I think Walking Ballista... Yeah, Carnage Tyrant would be cool. Throw some Carnage Tyrants in the sideboard or something like that, you know, and bring them in that certain matchup. But I think Walking Ballista is it. I think there's going to be points where you're just going to want a Ballista. And if you don't have this mana or that mana, it's not going to matter. This card's going to be very, very lenient on all of your... right, we could probably even free up one of these Gearhulks for something else, like maybe a Liliana or something like that. I think Liliana would be great, just making 2/2s. Liliana would be terrific, bringing back Glory Bringers, stuff like that. She works really well with Nissa. Let's do that. Why not? Right? Like, I don't think that a Liliana could be worse than this Gearhulk. I really don't. I mean, you're already pushing a fair amount of black mana. Like, you're going to be able to get to the Liliana. Right? Ballista, I think Ballista gives the deck a lot of options, and it's just not going to be taxing on the mana. So, yeah. Oh. Almost forgot to mute the mic. Alright, so in the sideboard, how much spicier could we get, right? Like, how could we sure things up? I think we can lose a little room there. I think we want to gain this. I don't really like having negate and duress, so if we're going to have them, I don't think we need as many of each. Essence Scatter. Is there anything in red we would just love to have? Alright, so instead of the Essence Scatters, I'm going to leave 2 Essence Scatters in the sideboard. And I have... Oh man, I put that in the main. I have really started to like Jace's Defeat. Maybe not 2 of, but I really, really like Jace's Defeat. It's become really good. This card's getting better. Destroy target black creature or planeswalker. Everything brought back from the grave is black. So Kenras and things like that. Everything brought back with the Scarab God can die to Liliana's Defeat, so it's a 1-mana card that can destroy, you know, the Scarab Gods and anything they brought back, really. And anything brought back with Liliana's the same way. So Liliana's Defeat is better than a lot of people are probably giving it credit for. And you know, if you're playing like Fatal Push, it's great, but how many times do we run into it's like, okay, well, I'm not really in a format where I can really like trigger Revolt well in my Grixis mid-range deck or my 4-color mid-range deck. I get that, you know, the deck did have the Evolving Wilds in it and stuff like that, but I think Liliana's Defeat's a card that we probably shouldn't underestimate. I personally think it's a good card. I'm going to throw one in the sideboard here, and then I'm actually going to throw one other defeat in the sideboard, and that's Chandra's Defeat. I love being able to spend 1 mana to deal with, you know, a 5 mana card or something. So, Jace's Defeat, this is probably one of the most misplayed cards in Standard right now, because people don't realize it'll counter the Scarab God, Torrential Gearhulk, you know, Glimmer of Genius, a ton of good spells. This will counter it. Search for Ascanta, it'll counter it. And then there's one other card that I want to throw in the sideboard here, and you guys might get me for it, but it's Consign. Consign could almost make main board play here, and honestly it probably should. We should probably find room for one Consign in this deck. I mean, I know that the deck has other answers and things, like it has Naturalize where it can actually, you know, destroy stuff, but I think Consign is great. Angrath? I would almost give up a Nissa for an Angrath and just make this into a slightly more Planeswalker-y deck. I could actually give up a Walking Ballista for it. Angrath has been great for me, but in certain matchups you're going to want to take it out. But Angrath's good. I like Angrath. Alright. Now what is completely just out of place here? I kind of like where we're at on the mana base. I might have to pull this up and play it again. We're not going to play it tonight because I got to move on to some other decks, but this is looking much closer to something that I would really like to play. Why is Gearhulk in the deck? I don't really know. Like, this is just, I don't like Gearhulk in the deck, which means at that point I don't really like Nissa in the deck, because if I don't have any other reason to be green, I would actually rather Gearhulk be Carnage Tyrant. I really would. Carnage Tyrant's so good right now. Like, if you're gonna go double green for this. Like, seriously. Like, if you're in double green, bam, do that. Alright, now they wipe the board with... Alright, so they need a Fumigate to get rid of this. Nissa works really well with Fumigate. Or they need to block it in combat. Jeez. That might actually be really good. Right, Carnage Tyrant seems a lot better in Gearhulk, especially with all the targeted removal. And since you can turn 3 Chandra in this deck now. Yes, you can turn 3 Chandra. Turn 2 Servant, which we can get green early, easily. And then, wow, now I really want to go back and squeeze in. Hold on, now the land base has got to change. It's a good stuff deck. We can do it. We can do it if we want to. You're working on some changes with the Depression deck? Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and put the hubs in. Alright, so we've got Aether hubs. We've got room for 2 more lands. I'm gonna go... Double Swamp, Double Forest. And the reason I picked those to be the doubles, even though we've got Sweltering Suns, Chandras, and things like that, is because that's actually the turn 1 land that you'd be willing to take. Because it's going to make your Rootbound Crags come in untapped. You're honestly wanting as many Blooming Marsh as possible. So, yeah. Probably need to come off of these Spire Bluff canals. Or maybe come off... No, Sheltering Thicket... we've got to have at least a Canyon Slough in here. Because Canyon Slough doesn't hurt this either. It'll bring it in untapped. And then Dragon Skull Summit's the same. So I'll back off of that for one Dragon Skull. Off this swamp. So that'll bring in... And Canyon Slough doesn't hurt that. And Canyon Slough's also a really good turn 1 for Glint Sleeve and turn on Fatal Push. It helps keep your early mana in case you don't. Right, cycling lands are really good for flood protection. Adding a couple of those are decent. A turn 1 cycling land is always really nice. It makes it where it just doesn't hurt as bad to see these Dragon Skull Summits later. Because we've killed so many of the basic land types and we don't have room for enough cycling lands, like I would almost just sacrifice these 2 Spire Bluffs and just say I'm not worried about Spire Bluff. I will get my blue sources elsewhere and go with the Canyon Sloughs. Canyon Slough and Fetid Pool, maybe? Like, would you want to go that route? What would the... Alright, so... What do you guys... Let me read chat for a minute. I'm sure you guys got some great ideas. The counters have no synergy besides Ballista. Let's see. Just change it into Grixis Control and let's play Storm. Right? Well, it's pretty close. Like, I want more blue. Maybe it is a Spire. Okay. Like... I definitely think that this would be a smoother mana base. It's going to be a little bit more taxing. You're going to have to accept that lands are going to come in untapped. Don't you think he needs Brass's bounty? Am I really moving to Mississippi? Yes, absolutely. I sure am. North Mississippi. Ay. Fetid gives easier Glint Sleeve, but so does... Alright, so for turn 1 Glint Sleeve, we have... turn 2 Glint Sleeve. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possible lands to hit with the Glint Sleeve. To hit the turn 2 Servant off of anything. Let's say we just have to have the turn 1 green. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow, yeah, so... we could be a lot heavier on black. Yeah. This is still pretty close. I'll save this and we'll kind of go from here. For now, let's get into this crazy Storm deck, right? Like, this seems really good. You play at a card shop in Starkville, Mississippi. And if I'm going North Mississippi, then come by and check it out. Alright. Andrew Clark. Do you know a guy named Steve Costa? Steve Costas? Steve... yeah, something like that. Anyway, he was one of the better players in the state back when I was there. What is it with you guys in this card? Alright, so... Alright, Zax, is there anything I need to know here? For Storm, I might want to cut a land or two. You added Op and didn't change the lands. So, what are we looking at? Just cut a couple basics? So, let's say I cut 2 basics and go down to 20 land. What am I adding? So what am I storming for? Like, oh, there we go. That's what I'm storming for. I'm adding prisms, right? Yeah, Okay. I see that as I'm looking at it going, this thing needs more prisms. Okay. I'm sorry I don't have matching prisms. I like this prism art, but I don't have matching, so there we go. Although the lands are... That's a cool land. Looking at... It's an island that's a picture of an island. Ah, you've played against a deck just like this? Really? Needs more hard hedge run archives? Yes, Nerb. You are 100% right. The pyramid! Right? Okay. Alright. So, this cool thing, this is the first time manatraders has ever went, yeah, here, take these masterpieces. We don't have the other ones available right now. Here, take the masterpieces. So, manatraders was like, yep, we've had those, but they're in masterpiece. That's what you're getting. It's pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. Yep. Alright, guys. It's torture. Well, if this is torture, chain me to the wall. This is an awesome deck. Like, I love combo decks, storm decks. Man, somebody got my match. Why'd I go back to collection? What am I doing? Let's see if we can make somebody fight for this one. Oh, yeah. You love your Pia's Revolution Storm deck with Aether Flux? Oh my goodness, I want to see that. Will I be at ManaWorks this week? Yes, I'm not going to be playing, but I am going to be there Friday night, and we actually depart Saturday. So, yeah. Mike Norris. Oh, you live in Jackson? It's like, I've got brothers and stuff from Kosciuszko and Canton and that area, so. Alright, let's take a look at this. Where's my OBS? Perfect. Alright. So we've got 2 land. What more do we need, right? We got 2 land. I'm going to keep. So, I have never played this particular deck, so this is going to be a little bit weird for me. Oh yeah, we're gold. I don't know when I need to wait. Like, do we have Inspiring Statuary in this deck? No Inspiring Statuary? Okay. Alright, so we just need to get to Paradox Engine and go off. So just as many mana rocks as we can possibly get until we get to Paradox Engine, and pray we live that far, right? Okay. I got you. I'll play the double blue. So now we'll op. I mean, we're going to take our beats, but next turn we're going to Cultivator's Caravan, and then the turn after that we'll play Aether Flux and kind of go from there, I guess. Okay. Sram, we're playing you soon, Sram. We're playing you soon. Commit. How dead are we here? Just how dead are we? Alright, well, we got another... Well, at least we can play multiple things this turn? Alright, well... That's a start. We get to actually, like, play Reservoir and play some other stuff, like... in the future here, it's not going to be horrible. So, alright, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10. Alright. Okay. 8. We're taking a beating. What a beating. Seven. Alright, so I think we go to 7 here. Alright. Well, have fun storming the castle, right? I don't think we get there. Yeah, I don't. I mean, blue-white auras has got us on lockdown here. Okay, so whirl for 3? That ain't gonna work. What is nut draw? Paradox engine? Yeah, I'm dead on board here is the thing. I don't know how I could draw out of this. So should I draw to try to find if I can see if I could draw out of this? So the problem is I'm dead on board. Yeah, I'm dead on board. I don't want him to see it. Like, he probably already knows, but I don't want him to see it. All right, so how do we hold things at bay? Boy, that would have been nice. Tower, maybe. Just run the tower over the puzzle knot. And then run. I guess we're kind of still on the combo. Man, I hate running combo decks like this because it's kind of like you're either in or you're out. Yeah. Well, this is just like your Boros Sram deck. You just want to see yours really negate stops the auras. Okay. Like, it stops the auras, but then don't I just die to the 2/2? Okay, negate. Negate stops the auras, but when am I going to, like, get a chance to play a negate? After he's already got a creature trying to put it on it. I die to the creature anyway. Like, we can't run the negate. We can't run the negate. We don't. Dynavolt Tower and Walking Ballista is like the best thing I can do. It's actually easier to die slower. Well, kill the creature in response to the aura will 2-for-1 him though. So I'm gonna take. All right, I'll cut one Dynavolt because I don't actually think Dynavolt's great here. I think we need to just like, yeah, Ballista I think is like our best card. I think Ballista is like the best card in this matchup. Man, we got Paradox Engine, but we don't have anything else. Got Cultivator's Caravan and Opt. Okay, so we can dig. Ooh, leave that on top. Absolutely. So I'm not opting here because like I feel it would be in vain. So like because I know the top card, I would just be like drawing it, and I already know exactly what I want to be playing these next couple turns. So we're just gonna play this into a Dynavolt Tower, and then I'll save the Opt to gain my first bit of energy, and then we'll just try to go from there. Sweet. So yeah, like I'm tapped out anyway. I see. I really thought about River's Rebuke, but I thought if I get to 6 mana, aren't I just winning anyway? Like, so I don't know. Like, even last game we were only at 5 mana. So I mean, if I ever get to the point where like I can River's Rebuke, then yeah, I'm probably just winning anyway. So it would hurt the opponent's deck, but it would just like put a bunch of like 1 and 2 mana spells back in their hand, and they would just play a 1 mana dude and put like 2 or 3 1 mana enchantments on it. But yeah. Practice is for this deck? Practice? I'm going to agree with Jim Davis on practice. Where's the Metalwork Colossus is at? Where's that deck? Zax, I know you were working on the Metalwork Colossus deck. Where's it at? I need to see what you got drawn up. Practice. Yeah, Jim Davis was talking about that in his. Oh no. That's fine. Ooh, pull from Timur. Alright, so now we'll just opt. Maybe I should have opted anyway to see if I draw a card or draw a land. You're a full-time student. Understood, dude. Understood. Keep those grades up, sir. That's more important than magic. Magic is a hobby, pastime. It's a great sport, though. Practice. Right? Where's the Oroskan Relic? I like Oroskan Relic better than I like this Cultivator's Caravan. We're so dead. So dead. I'm gonna put it on the bottom. That's not bad. So we get negated here, right? Spell pierced. Right, like that's why he left up in 2 mana. Yeah. Right. I want to just scoop. I just want to scoop. Let's just go play something that's not an aggro deck, so we can actually have some fun with this jank. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Cartouche. Sweet. Cool. Yep. Like, I don't know where practice would have helped me win this match with the cards that I pulled up. Ask Zaxadillo, he built it. This is his build. Oh, we're just so dead. See, this would be awesome because you'd be like, bam, bam, cast another spell this turn. And then, bam, cast another spell this turn. And then, like, untap. Sorry. Oops. Really? Pay, pay, pay. There we go. Improvise. What a pain. And then we'd hit our land. And then after we hit the land, it'd be like, bam, and we'd have like 50 life. It'd be great. It'd be great. But it didn't happen. I think it needs to be all in on the combo. Like, if you're just in on it, then you're in on it. I think that if you're in the situation where you're worried about negate, I think the only time that this deck needs to actually be bringing in a negate is not to stop the opponent. I think it is to, by the time you get to turn 5, like, you're holding up Spell Pierce, and the fact that they don't cast a spell means at that point you're opt, or your 1 mana cards and stuff like that. Salty. Yeah, I'm salty. Yeah, salty. Alright. Super salt. Yeah. Negate is to protect, exactly. I don't think negate is to hold back the opponent. I don't think you should be trying to hold back the opponent. This is match 2. We just played the like, I don't think these combo decks need to be trying to hold back the opponent. I think if you're bringing in counter, they should be spells like Spell Pierce and things like that. I know it's legendary, but I don't see a reason not to have it. Like, so you could probably want that like every game. And then, of course, the Paradox Engine is a must. Pull from Tomorrow is great because you could technically just cast it for 1, but... So, I'm going to get rid of the Cultivator's Caravan because... Oh, wait. We don't need colored mana. The Relic is where it's at. Like, no lie, the Relic is great. Like, the Relic draws 3 cards. Like, it'll gain you life. Like, there's a lot of good things about the Relic. Then we need, like... So what's wrong with even more ramp? I like the card draw here with Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot, but I don't... Alright, so let's look at cards for a second, right? Like, hold on a minute here. Pillar of Origins, it's only cast that creature type, right? And then... Two Caravans and 2 Prisms? Yeah, I'm thinking about 2 Caravans in the deck for sure. Like, we already have Prism in the deck, but I'm definitely thinking about adding another Prism. Like, I don't like Metalworker's Puzzle Knot. Like, I like the fact that you can draw cards. I like the fact that it's an artifact. But I don't necessarily like the card. So I'm actually going to go with the Caravan here. Like, Relic of Araska is great. There's not really anything else. Manalith? Like, Caravan's just a better Manalith, right? Yeah, I think that's... Why no Inspiring Statuary? Like, Glimmer seems so bad. Like, Glimmer seems horrible in this deck. Implement of Improvement would be good. The green implement, right? Renegade map. What, just for a cheap improvise? Treasure map? See, I like treasure map. I like where treasure map goes with this. Padim. Ooh. Okay, so the reason I'm going to pull up Padim here, because Padim always reminds me of the one thing that you want to do in these decks, and that is blank their removal. So Padim, artifacts have hexproof, but now they just turn towards him. and you definitely don't want that. So, like, blanking their removal in game 1 seems really good to me, and that's kind of why, like, I wouldn't go with Padim. If we had other creatures and stuff like that in the deck, then yeah, awesome. But I think I just don't think that Padim's where you want to be. Exactly, he's a lightning rod. He's going to catch every piece of removal that they have. So, but very good card. I really like the card. Let's see what else we got. I don't like Glimmer in this deck. Like, Glimmer's a good card, but Reverse Engineer is a great card. And you know, he's right. He's 100% right. It's map. So you play map, you need more 1-drops anyway. So you need more 1-drops. Glimmer is okay. Remember, like, a lot of your turns, you may have to actually feed some of your colorless mana into a prophetic prism to turn it into colored mana, but you have that option. That's like not a problem. Let's cut the Glimmers. I don't want one more 1-mana spell in here, and I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it might. I actually may just go with the treasure maps. We'll go with treasure map here. It's either treasure map or Foundry Chief Inspector. Like, Foundry Chief might fit good in here, but the problem with Foundry Chief is it'd be a lightning rod, so you can't really put that in the deck. Now, there's a new card coming that in Dominaria that's going to give historical cards -1. Add a ballista. Like, treasure map seems like it belongs here, and it gives you something else to do with your mana. You got some really good rocks here, so like if you get started with this, then you can just pump into this, and then like your mana goes like really crazy. But you definitely want things that you can just keep casting, and to be able to just keep refilling your hand. So you need one of these and 2 of these by the time you get this online, and then you go truly like easy infinite. Well, you got to be able to draw cards. But okay, so you get treasure map and a relic down, and then you can just keep scrying until you flip it, and then you can use the treasure map to draw one. And it only draws the 1 though, and it won't untap, because Paradox Engine only untaps non-land permanents. So, hey, Nicholas, thank you for subscribing. Stickler for bricks, sir. I had to delete some of your comments. YouTube don't like some of those words you use, but I get where you're coming from, sir. I really do. Stickler for bricks. If you're trying to storm off, why not use the blue that bounces all your artifacts, permanents back to your... Okay, so paradoxical outcome would be really, really good, especially if everything was free to cast anyway. So, yeah, paradoxical outcome would work. Foundry Chief Inspector is a must if you start going low artifacts. Absolutely. But we can technically make everything cheaper or free, because we're just going to start casting it and playing these things. Whirl is good, but I don't think you want that many whirls, because I think you're going to get trapped with not enough castables in hand. But if you get a pyramid down, you should be fine. Yeah, I think I would run it like this, Zax. Maybe one more land though, just to give you a better mulligan percentage. Like, so I don't know. Like, I don't know what I would cut for the land. Maybe the other Glimmer. I just think Glimmer's bad here, because you've got Whirl, Reverse Engineer. Like, I just think you got better things to do than Glimmer. It honestly, Baral's expertise is looking at like just staring me in the face like you really need this card. Because Baral's expertise would help you put some things back into their hand, like if they played some, I don't know, the Scarab God or something. Make them pick it back up, and meanwhile drop your Aetherflux Reservoir. So I think that would work really well. It doesn't do enough for 3 turns. Well, you could play it, untap everything, like then like you could flip it all in 1 turn, but like you would need an instant speed so that the moment that you did the last scry on it, like you'd hold priority and cast Op, and that would untap it, so then you could draw a card that turn. Get where I'm going with that? Right? Yeah. I'm doing this all with my hands, right? This is how I would do it. I'm visualize. But yeah, I mean, I think, like, if you're gonna have cards like Op and stuff, as far as, I don't think you need to be like trying to. All right, I'm gonna leave 2 negates, and I'm going with Spell Pierce. Oh wow, why did I try to type in just spell? That's gonna be. All right, well, we'll let it load. Skyship Plunder to add. Well, now why don't we just have snakes to add counters to the pyramid? Oh, I didn't want to put that in main. Oh, I didn't. So I think Spell Pierce is the proper kill here. Search for Ascanta would probably work, considering it'd grab anything in the deck except for land. Search for Ascanta would probably be really good, especially against those control decks. So Spell Pierce, like, when do you want Torrential? What do you want Torrential for? Like, when are you going to use Torrential? I can see River's Rebuke, but like, if you're getting into a I'm going to fight you game, like, you're going to lose the control game. You're going to lose the fight game. Like, this deck needs to win the combo game. And just having Torrential here just feels like you're going to get into this fight. And like, you shouldn't be doing that, I don't think. You just had a Torrential in a 15th spot. Okay, so you also get that it just feels a little bit weird. Hi, Lee. How are you? Anyway, some fights you just shouldn't fight. It's like, and this is one of them. Both cases. I do think that there's a couple spots here in the main board, though. Like, I think these 2 spots are just open, and they're probably commit to memories and a land. Yeah, I think that's what they are. So we'll go 21 land. You got 3 cyclers, 3 that'll gain you life and can actually search up your Paradox Engine. You've got Whirl of Invention. You don't want too many of them, because what you're actually going to be trying to search up in most cases is going to be very expensive. So like, you don't want to get like trapped with these in your hand, so that you're all of a sudden you're just going, fine, turn 3 I'm just going to go get a treasure map, or turn 3 I'm going to get a Prophetic Prism to draw a card. That's going to feel really bad for you. Pull from Tomorrow is great. When you hit that, it's going to be great. When you go off, you're going to be doing like commit to memory, things like that. Maybe Torrential would be decent with the commit to memory in the main board. Crook, I can understand not letting like a God Pharaoh's Gift, which like a faster combo deck, be able to get ahead of you. So I can see that. So yeah, let's add another negate to stop something like that. We're blue and colorless only. Kind of. Technically, we can get into whatever colors we want later down the road. Let's say we need to stall for time. I really like the fact that this deck is, it's, you know, like, at this point, we're kind of an ascend deck. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. We got to do that, right? I'll put an arch in here in just a moment. But I've actually been really impressed with Aether Meltdown. I mean, it's a permanent, and it gives you a decent body there. And then, what can you get away with when you're tapping and untapping constantly? Not a lot, right? Like, this helps build a wall. I think, let's give you like some answer. Like, I think you need at least some hedge to some Nezahal. I think Nezahal will be your hedge against Lost Legacy decks and things like that. Azor's Gateway. Ooh, see, that might be good. That might be really good. Glint Sleeve? Glint Nest Crane. Glint Nest Crane. Stork, not Dork. The Crane. There you go. Yeah, so let's go, is it what, Nezahal? Alright. Like, I don't think there's a reason we can't run the arch here, because you're going to hit anyway, and you're going to have a ton of ton of mana. So you can actually, the arch is not legendary, so you could have multiple arches, and you know, with all that mana, just bam, bam. Can I show you the deck real quick? Sure. All right, so we've got lands, Aetherflux Reservoir, which is kind of the combo piece. Maybe it needs another one of those. The plan of the deck is to play a bunch of these type things, mana rocks, pyramid, relics, even the renegade maps can be used for a lot of the spells, because the spells have improvise on them. Don't really need the inspiring statuary, because most of the spells have the improvise. And then if we get into a place where we're stuck on making a bunch of colored mana, we can start cycling that colored mana into prophetic prisms to turn it into, you know, colorless into colored. So whatever color we want to go. And then commit to memory, so that once we start going off, we can just fill the hand back up with as many one-drops as possible. Renegade map works really well, because you'll play the Renegade map, play any other card, and that will untap the Renegade map thanks to the Paradox engine, so then you can instantly sack it or then use it. So, right, yeah, 2 Flux is like, if you get a second Flux on the battlefield, then you're probably just going to go ham anyway. No paradoxical outcome, because we don't have a lot. Right, once the deck goes off, you just kind of draw through the deck anyway. We don't have paradoxical outcome because we don't have a lot of free to cast spells. We are going to be having to cast everything and stuff like that. No, we don't actually need Panharmonicon, because we don't have that many enter the battlefield triggers. Most of the enter the battlefield triggers we have are actually just the prophetic prism. Everything else is kind of on cast, so Panharmonicon doesn't do any real good here. So Spire of Industry for a similar deck. Right, well, with Spire of Industry, that was maybe you were trying to do other colors. He's just in one color here, so there's no real reason to get into other colors. Basically, this would just be like, hey, you want to make blue mana? Like, do you need to make more blue so that you can cast some other things? Okay, well, over the next 3, we're going to trade these 3 generic in for 3 blue. But you're still going to just keep, like, you're probably going to want to do that every turn as you go through it, but yeah. That's that I think that's close to where I would go with the deck. Um, I can't say enough about Crook. Crook is great. So yeah, a lot of times you're not going to be going for your graveyard. So you know that's tis what it is. So now we got to go get some Sram cards. So I think I would leave it something close to this. Treasure Map's going to be better than you think if you go off. Like, all of these cards are extremely good if the deck goes off. The deck completely dies to a braid. So, yeah. The deck completely dies to other fast decks. I actually think you probably want more rocks than this. Like the treasure maps might actually just need to be more mana rocks. This way, every time you're casting a spell, you're getting more than that. Like, Caravan might be the better spell here. Yeah, it actually might be Caravan. I think the Relic is proper, but it might be Caravan. Right, and that's kind of what it is, Keeble. It's a kitchen table deck, so. Pyramid of the Pantheon. Well, if you get Pyramid of the Pantheon like up and ticking, then you got 3 mana of any color. So, all right, I'm gonna leave it the way it is. We're gonna. By the way, all right, I'm gonna go through this really quick for mana traders. Mana traders got a new thing going on. All right, in the past when we wanted to turn cards in, they're wanting to fully move over to their new system, so it's probably not going to be long before we just don't even see the bots anymore. Keeble? Well, I almost called you Keebler, so I don't know. We almost messed it up there, buddy. We almost messed it up. Anyway, mana traders, they've got their return bots. They're still here, and for now, you can still use them to return your cards here. But I'm going to pull this up real quick for you guys. No, go back. There we go. All right, so here's where we were at with. Make sure you guys can see enough there. We're gonna just go to account. We're gonna go to our rents, and here on your dashboard or from your MTGO rents, there's a request trade to return cards. Just use that. You'll see here they're transitioning to their. Hold on, let me. There we go. You should be able to see it now. We're transitioning to a new system. Please find and use the button located there on your dashboard. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys, like, bam, you know, they are asking for this. Since I've been using mana traders, right, I have borrowed 8,500 cards. 8,500 cards from them, worth over 23,000 tickets. Right? Like, can you imagine if I wanted to play with all of those cards? I mean, yeah, some of them would be repeats. Like, how many times did I borrow the Scarab God, right? But either way, think about that. And then while you're thinking about that, and when you finally decide you want to sign up for Mana Traders, use the promo code and the link in the description box, Sideboardmtg15, save yourself even more money. I'm telling you, like, use Mana Traders, and when you use Mana Traders, you get to get online, test all of these decks out and everything else, and then when you get ready to go to some place like the GP or whatever, you know what deck you want. You've already tried like every possible scenario of it. You can put in as much practice as you want. So if you guys really want to be grinders, Mana Traders is where it's at. I highly recommend it. Link in the description box. 15% off your first 4 months. And they've got a lot of other features. So, all right, now that we've done that, we're going to jump back over here. We're going to get our third deck up. We got this Boros Sram. His Rose Sram. He called it Rose Sram. I'm calling it Boros Sram. Hey, look. Oh, man. Adorn Pouncer. It's red on the screen. I go to pull it up, it's black. But it's a white card. Good job on the promos, Wizards. Those borders are amazing. Adorn Pouncers that change color, guys. Rawr. That's an awesome cat, though, right? Alright, so what is this deck all about? We've got cartouches, we've got a trial, we've got Sram, we've got, you know, auras, and well, that's not an aura, but it's an enchantment. We've got instants. Where's the auras? There's the auras. We've got crowns. Like crowns, pretty cool. And then giant specter. Wow. Giant spectacle. That's what it is. We're gonna make a giant spectacle out of this fella. Anyway, it's a really good card. Relentless Raptor, Sky Terror. These are just really good bodies that we can put some of these things on. I mean, when you're putting crowns on things and they're getting +3, you're swinging 5 a turn in the air with Menace. Yeah. That can get real quick. Not to mention it'll have Flying Menace and Trample. Flample. Menacing Flample. Yeah, that's a thing, right? Right? Is this a demon? I thought only demons had Flying Trample. It's a dinosaur. It's we got to come up with one better than Flample because this has Menace. Anyway, of course you could give things Menace and the Trample. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really expecting to put something on a vampire or something and just like crash somebody in the head. I mean, you can like make your vampire, put a cartouche on it. Once you put a cartouche on it, then it's big enough to actually survive the crown being placed upon its head. So it needs the power of the cartouche before you can put the crown on its head, alright? And then that vampire can be one with the Dusk Legion. Walk in the sun, right? Well, what if you got these big dudes and you just want to close the game out? Why don't we just take extra combat steps, right? Like, what's better than extra turns? Extra combat steps. Yes, I don't know. Extra turns are probably better because, like, you get all the things. But let's just do it all now. I don't want to pass. I don't want to pass turn. You guys don't want to pass turn either, do you? No, you don't. Nobody wants to pass turn. Right? Becker. It has Mina. No, I know what you're saying, but I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Leave to Chance. This is a cool card. I like Leave to Chance. Return any number of target permanents you own to their owner's hand. Like, okay, so I'm gonna bounce Legion's Landing, or I'm gonna bounce, you know, Cartouche and replay it. I mean, that part's pretty cool, and it's instant. It's also awesome to go, yeah, you're gonna do this. Well, fine. I'm just gonna bounce it, and because it's any number, you can actually say I'm going to click that creature and all the enchantments attached to it. So that's really powerful, which will allow you to just kind of come back to the next turn and just redrop everything. Honestly, I wish we would have went like a little more ambitious with this deck and splashed blue in it so we could have got the Curious Obsession. So that would have been pretty cool. But I do like the protection here with Leave to Chance. And then discard any number of cards and draw that many cards. So, Wheel of Fortune on the back half? Something like that? Lightning Strike. Fling. Alright, I mean, we make a big dude. We get in early. Crack some damage. Fling it. Right? You've been wanting some fling anyway. You've been wanting to see some fling action. I hope we see it. Onward here. Target creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is its power. Man, I mean, you got a 5/5 or a 5/2 Flying Menace. You throw an Onward on it. You're finishing the game quick. Like, it's about to get over. Heaven forbid you put some other stuff on it. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I guess instead of talking, I should have actually put this in the wish list. I got to clean the... I don't know why. There we go. All right, so let's add this to add the missing cards to our wish list. We'll jump back down to the wish list. We'll export this. Yep. I got it where I want it. And of course, as always, we'll pull it up. We'll do it for you guys. Let you guys see what's going on. We're going to import, upload a file. I hear Lincoln. I hear Lincoln. You guys hear Lincoln? Alright. We're going to click rent. Grab these cards that we're missing here. Oh, wow, it says it's going to be a few minutes. Ouch. I might have to run, like, do a coffee break on you guys. Leave y'all with Lampy for just a minute while we're doing this. I mean, the builder of the deck is here in chat, so if you guys like want to hit him up and ask him why some of these things are here, and you know, why he's running 23 lands, not 24 or 22 or 21. Give him all the questions. Like, make him answer your questions. Much love to you, Rich. Or Rush. David. Much love to you, David. We'll call you by your name. There we go. Considering I'm messing everything else up, right? Alright. So what do we need? Quit. About this many, about that many cards. Put them up here. Bam. There you go. There's the whole deck, guys. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'll be back in a short moment. I'll leave you guys with a lamp, and yeah, we'll crank the music. Oh man, it's already here. I can't leave now. Manatraders, they're just so fast. I couldn't even get coffee. Alright, I am still going to run and grab coffee here, guys. I'm going to leave you with a little music and Rush's deck. Oh no. There we go. Need the vowel assist on the coffee, right? Well, her mother's in town, so may not get a vowel assist on this one, but give me just a second. I'll just grab a drink or something. This way it won't take but a second, but all right. So here's his deck. Let Rush have it. I'll be back. All right, here we go. So what do you think about his deck, guys? Did you guys look over it? He's the Borg cube in disguise. You're right, right. All right, here we go. Let's get into a game. Boros Sram. In this deck, we're getting in there. That's what we're doing. We're just getting in there. Love for Lamp. I appreciate it, guys. T-Bar, welcome. It's been a while. He has a job entertaining us. That's right. That's right. What's keyword? What keywords, Horde? Why not the keywords card in the deck? I think he's talking about Path of Metal. If you have like Menace, First Strike, Double Strike, or Vigilance, like it'll lose stuff. So, what's up? What's up? Right? Lamp's the real star. He's the shining light of the stream, right? Right. The enchantment. Yeah, Path to Metal. Jeremiah Becker, this is not SBMTG. SBMTG is strictly better Magic the Gathering with Dev. But our initials are technically the same, right? Why don't we have an opponent? Everybody's watching the GP. Ooh, I crush a lot. Our opponent is I crush a lot. I wonder if he's going to crush us. I bet he tries. I bet he tries. All right. Well, we got a good. Yeah, I like it. Let's see what he plays. He's on white. Oh man. So if he doesn't have, I've gotten defeated by this zombie before because of like some crazy stuff it did. It was a draft, but still. Fan bearer. Okay. All right. He played a fan bearer. I'm going to play a Stone Quarry and pass back because I don't have a one drop that I want to play. We're going to draw some cards. Oh, man, he's got black. It's okay. He's just a zombie deck, though. He's just going to hit me for one. We're going to move on. Okay. So I'm going to start wide open here. I don't know. Like, do we start wide open with the Sram? And then just be like, bam, I'm putting this on Sram, I'm putting this. Or do we do it all? Alright, fine, fine. We'll do it all on the Adanto and then try to reload on the Sram. And then if we have to pick it up, we can pick it up. But Adanto can do some blocks. Right. Adanto's good, so this will be fine. And if we got to pay mana, we got to pay mana. But I mean, we're gonna give it first strike. We're gonna put a lot of work into this Adanto. So the plan here is to make sure that he just doesn't swing again. And I think we can do that here with the Adanto. Like if he doesn't make me pay 4 life right now, he didn't. He did not. So he's just going to tap it, of course. So he taps it at end of turn. So I did that backwards. Right? Yeah, I did it backwards. I wanted to see if he would try to kill something, but now that I realize that he's like all about taps, I just don't think it's a problem. Yeah, I did it backwards. I should have done Sram first. Would have got to draw a card. But at least this way I got to see if he had kill spells. Oh, did he just top that? Did he really? Okay. Wish I could get lifelink on this. How do we get lifelink on this? I guess we just swing for 9 here and see if we can race him a little bit. I mean, now he's going to want to, like, hold mana back to fight us. Like, I'll start using this as a chump blocker, but now if he doesn't have mana, then he can't really cast anything because he needs to tap this down. I'll take the 3 here. We'll go to 10. He spends his whole turn trying to stop us. Right. So I'm actually gonna like just spend a couple cards here. I'm gonna take back the Grizzly Spectre. So I want Cartouche. Is it selected? I want the Cartouche and I want Grizzly Spectre. There we go. Alright, I'm pretty sure they're selected. Man, Magic Online. So now I'm going to give this one first strike. And then I'm going to give this one, like, bigness. I don't know. Just whatever. I mean, now this can block one of the fan bearers. This can now block the Wayward Servant. Now we've just, like, spread everything out, right? So he's just going to tap it. I mean, it's got Vigilance. Like, I should have attacked with the other one as well, but he might have actually traded his Wayward Servant for it. But here I just, like, get to chip in, and that's fine. Right, right. Yeah, this is, like, the fact that we were able to just, like, pick everything up there. At this point, I'm also going to not play any more lands. Like, I would like to have 6 lands because it feels like I've got 3 white and 3 red. I can pick a lot of things up and I can put them back down if I get another, if I pull another Leave to Chance. But at this point, I'm going to hold all lands so that I can just pitch those to Chance and, like, just draw more cards. That's pretty good, right? Like, again, we're just forcing him to tap. Like, he can't take these hits. And now I'm really interested in getting sideways here, which we're not going to be doing. We're not getting sideways. Well, that's right, opponent. This is pretty decent. I'll take this. Chance the cat would have been good. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, chancing the cat. That would have been great. So I could have drew for something else and then next turn brought it back. Right? Well, this is really good for him because now he can technically pay 2 and give all of his zombies menace. He's not swinging. He did. Does he have land fatal push? No way. Sure. I mean, if he goes land fatal push and whatever. Actually, he typed in a message. He typed in a message. He messed that up. He's like, I don't know what I was thinking. I think we get sideways here. Yep. Yep. He ain't even blocking. He's conceding. Conceding. Let's get vertical. Right? That's right, Nelson. Let's get vertical. Let's get vertical up in here. That was pretty cool. Man. Okay, so, zombies, huh? Make him where he couldn't block. Just kill him. Authority might not be, like, he doesn't have haste, so I'm not that worried about authority. Easy win over jank. Yeah, well, that's kind of how it works, right? Let's say against zombies, we're not going to get the chance to be all combat celebrant-y. This gives vigilance. Like, everything will have vigilance that turn. Like, these are really good. I bet he brings in a lot of kill, and we don't get to put as much stuff. This should say, when you cycle it, tap one target creature. Or tap target permanent. Yeah. This should be like the others. Let's see here. Do we want Onward to Victory? No. Damage can't be prevented? No. Right, leave is really good. Like, I like how we piled everything in on the one creature, right? And then it was like, oh crap, he's gonna go wide or be able to control this one creature. And we picked everything up, laid it back down across the board, and was like, haha. You know, so it's like, I'm gonna call this Sram's Lego blocks. I'm gonna run it back like this. Yeah. Bring in 2 strikes. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have just for the lords. Again, I am going to just try to be like bigger and stronger than him because I don't have a lot of faith in zombies. But I think that he could probably just like run over me here, like if he came out strong. But it ain't going to happen when he's coming out with white pass. Like, they just planes go. Like, he needs to be like swamp, 1-drop, go. Bam. Use your fatal push, buddy. No fatal push? What? Baffling in. Okay. Alright. He's got baffling. Oh, binding mummy. Yep, there you go. Well, that's cool. At least we'll get to crash in for a little bit here. Probably gonna stop on my mana at like 4. Like, I think 4 is where I'm gonna, maybe 5, but only after I've cashed in a chance. Alright, so let's get into combat. We have to swing with this guy. He'll just jump into combat all by himself. Probably gonna cycle this. With the 1 mana instant, he will exile cards with the 1 mana instant. Nest of Scarabs. Is that what it is? Like, not Nest of Scarabs, something Scarab. Oh, it entered the battlefield. He tapped. Well, good on you. I'm going to cycle this. Yep, we're getting there. I'm going to play Sram. I don't want to swing 6. If he wants to trade his Lord for this Adanto, I will pay 4 life for that Lord. I will do it. I will do it. So, next turn, I can trial and, like, just put a ton of damage towards him. So, he gets to trade these 2 off if he doesn't play a creature pre-combat. Which I kind of think he'll do. I don't think he wants to get rid of his Minding Mummy. Wow. You got it, dude. You got it. Yikes. Okay, well. Alright, so he swings 7. The tempo is real. Alright, well. I'm gonna do it. So. He has to lose a Lord here. He takes 10? Like, I'm going to let this Lord die. I know that may seem bad, but I'm going to do it. He's at 1. I'm going to return the trial. Pass. So next turn I just play trial and do it again. I mean, if he swings, I have to block. But, like, can he get to 10? Well, he might be able to get to 10. Wow. Alright. So he taps everything down. Oh, man. Duraides off the top would be so clutch. So clutch. What? Oh. Whatever, opponent. Whatever. This is gonna hurt, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because they're all lethal? I don't know if he'll scoop or not, but like the gain 5 here seems real good. He has to block them all. I wish I could give it like first strike or something like that. Wow, so I kill everything. Alright, so we're going to leave this in front. So when it dies, I'll do 4 damage to this and 3 damage to the one behind it. That'll kill both. Because when the Lord dies, all of a sudden this will die. I'm going to go ahead and pay the life for this one. We're going to gain 5 of the 4 life we just paid back. We're left standing. Sweet. I wonder what he's got in his hand, though. Comes in tap. Sack all your dudes. Okay, so I'm a little... I'll take it. That was a good top deck. That was a good top of deck. And good game, sir. All right, well, that's that Boros Sram, huh? Right? That was pretty good. I'm gonna say that I like how everything kind of came out. I don't think you need Combat Celebrant. Like, I think Combat Celebrant's just extra. Like, anything that happens is just extra. Right? Yeah, the perfect top deck, right? Gotta have some golden nuts for that or something, right? Right? Top deck for the smash. Right? Top deck for the smash. There we go. Rush, very nice, sir. Sorry I didn't bring in Fling. I just didn't feel like it was a Fling Fling matchup. Against the zombies, I was just wanting to make him like fight us in combat, and I just kind of thought we were better. And man, I'm glad Jim Davis has made me really confident with Adonto Vanguard. Like, I'm just so confident that that card can get me where I want to be. I don't think I would play any of these decks like this without Adonto as the backbone, because like being able to pay that 4 life and go, hold on a minute, I am going to resolve this enchantment. You just, oh well, it's going to cost you that Vraska's Contempt then. All right, you know, that's kind of where I want to be when I'm trying to avoid being 2 for 1. So Adonto's Vanguard, really good. I do like what you know, what it does for the deck. Adorn Pouncer, also really good, especially if you're beefing it up. Awesome card. Squire's Devotion over Combat Celebrant. Okay, I can see Squire's Devotion. I can definitely see Squire's Devotion there. Or just more trials. Like, I really like the trial. I could also see backing off the 2 Combat Celebrant and just going another Cartouche and going another Legion's Landing. Like, what's up, Hugo? How you doing, man? So I could see doing that. I could see maybe only running 3 Legion's Landings and just adding 1 more Cartouche to go with the Solidarity. You have the other 2 Cartouches in the sideboard, which you could probably just at that point back off of one of those, and then that'd give you like a little more room to add something else in the side here. Or Destructive Tampering. I don't know about this card. Like, are you expecting to use this when you plan on going long, or do you want it for, like, if you're just wanting the creatures without flying can't block this turn, then that might be cool. But the red Cartouche, okay, that might be interesting. I definitely think I would want to like back off on some cards for like Godpharaoh's Gift could just be quicker than you. So where's my braids? Oh, I know what it is. We're not selected for red. So maybe a couple of a braid. Lightning Strike, I assume that's in here to just kind of like help finish off and close the gap out. So like, otherwise it would probably already be a braid. So this gives you even more like kill spells and things, and you can always use the back half of injury to burn something. So that Solidarity got freed up right there. It leaves like 1 more. You might even try Watley. And the reason I say Watley is because the card we just took out has her negative ability on it. Looks like we actually hit lands just fine there. There's no way I spelled Watley right, is there? Is it... How do you spell Watley? No, that's Watlit. Let's try that. I think I got the A and the U backwards. No, that's the spurring. Where's the... Oh, we need white. Man, I don't even know how to play Magic. I don't even know how to play this game. I don't even know what we're doing here. There we go. So Watley's really good, and her negative ability is actually, you know, those creatures can't... Like, you could play her and then be like, bam, bam, bam. Those 3 can't block. Let's go. So Watley might be good, and giving you the 3/3 Trampler, Trample Body might actually be... Thank you guys for helping me get there with the Watley. Watley. Uh-oh, you know he means business. He put the H before the W. I'm gonna whip. Yo. Anyway, Watley's pretty good here. Yeah. I think Watley would be decent in the sideboard. Like, just as a, hey, here's a little piece of tech. Another card that may or may not be decent in the sideboard, like you might be interested in it, is like 2 copies of Path to Metal. It's really cool how well Path to Metal works against tokens, like vampire tokens and things like that. Like it enters the battlefield and it just does 1 damage to everything that doesn't have a keyword ability, and you have keywords, so like you may not have to worry about it. You've got double strike. Well, you don't have to worry about this one. Like you can just protect it if you had to, but you've got your double strike. You're gonna give things first strike. Sram can survive it. Anything that's already buffed can survive it. This can survive. Like basically anything that's built to survive the crown can survive having the Path to Metal drop. So like a couple Path to Metal in the deck might not be bad. Like honestly, that might be what these other 2 spots should have been, was like a Path to Metal. I like having like the deck just kind of really top off at your 3 mana or the backside of Chance. I like how Chance can be there if we need to go into the late game, but even in that game that I thought we were about to go into the late game, we just didn't. We just didn't go into the late game. Yeah, Rush. Why no red cartouche? Right, because you just wanted more. Like, white cartouche is so much better, right? I really like to leave to chance. Like, just giving you more chances at your cartouche. Like, there I get to, like, leave for my my trial back there and then to get into the other one. So, yeah. Either way, that seemed really good. Yeah, for the Horde, I don't think this deck's so much about having haste as it is about giving you a good keyword to make some of your other really strong cards already strong. I'm also going to say, like, I was really impressed with this card because I cycled it and then I come up and top decked it again and it just won me the game. Was I about to lose? Possibly not, but he did have a 6/6 there that was about to be a pain in my neck. So, yeah. Play this deck again? What? I'm not going back over to manatraders to like get more cards. So what do I not have in this deck? All right, I'm not gonna play with the Wily or the Authority. Let's find some cards. We're gonna. I don't have a trial. Let's find some shocks, magma sprays, right? Something simple. Something simple that wouldn't be bad. Here, I'll throw a Dusk because we could cast that, right? We'll get all of our guys back. We'll throw a Dusk in there, and then what else we throwing in this deck? In this deck, peoples. Where's Fragmentize? Fragmentize looks like it'd be good in the sideboard, right? Like just to have it. Yeah, I'm just going to grab a Fragmentize for the last slot and just roll with that. Alright, guys. I'm going to give you guys an encore because, like, why not? We'll play this one last game here. If you guys want to, like, ask any questions or anything about the channel, about myself, whatever you guys want to do, I'll try to pay a little bit more attention to chat on this one. Really? Watching game. Alright. We're just going to host one. So, we're going to play one more. You definitely want to see it again? Alright, well, I got you guys. You guys know I'm here for you guys, so. What? What's Rush? Please put the combat back in. No, the card's bad. Card's only good in a deck that you're really going for. Rush is like, no, no. I left Fling in, didn't even bother with it. Didn't even mess with the Fling. I just let it go because Fling was good. Man, this is not where I want to be. This is not where I want to be. Where I want to be is making this Adorn Pouncer. I'm sorry, Rush. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rush. Like, Combat Celebrant's good, and it's not that the card is bad. It's just that you want it to where, like, when I activate it, it's just like we're never letting go. Like, Combat Celebrant is like one of those combo cards where this is one of those I am going to outvalue you. My little creature that you let go a moment ago is now about to be the most scary thing in the world. So, like, and that's kind of what I'm after here. I'm going to keep this. Legion's Landing, when is this coming down? Is it coming down right now and then, like, next turn we're going cat? Or is it coming down on turn 3? Or is on turn 3 when we're going... Or do we just go... Okay, alright. So we've got Foul Orchard. Alright, so he's gonna have push. He's gonna have Vraska's Contempt. Alright, well... So we're going on the Pouncer. We're going the Pouncer plan. We're going to build up the Pouncer. Might have been wrong to play this on turn 1, but I think we're going the Pouncer plan. There's a Squire. Well, we could Cartouche and start gaining life. Alright, well. I think we just chill here and go from here. The plan is to make this stupid large. Luckily, we get to do it with Giant Spectacle versus doing it with... Oh, man, yes. Just keep tapping out. So this will be 3. I've got to go to 5 mana here, right? Alright. You can swing. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Sure, no problem. Don't back out. No. I'll take it. I'm already writing it down. Yeah. See? My hand's already writing. We're already... Man, what gives trample? Okay, so... So now we get like a couple extra bodies. We go a little bit wider. I didn't want to waste the first strike keyword on something that already had double strike that I actually expect to be dying here really soon. So like spreading it out felt better. And now that this has first strike, I can actually get in and gain a little bit of life here. So if he does want to use a removal spell, I assume that it's going to go here. And if he hasn't used removal yet, or he wasn't scared about this yet, then I don't know. Like, we're probably somewhere in the neighborhood of Vraska's Contempt on this. So, but I actually think it's like a GPG deck or something. So far, he's shown me, you know, Seeker Squire and Evolving Wild. So, Abzan, I mean, Abzan Explorer, Ixalan's Binding. Don't you bind my kitty cat? Oh man. All right, well. Now I can't play the other cat. I can throw it away though, and then like bring it back with the leave to chant. So we're not just out on it. Now we get to put the crown here on the first striker. First strike lifelink with a crown. Hats off, good sir. He's got to read the crown. He's like, what? Hold on a minute. What? It does what? And we might as well go ahead and do this thing right here. That's right here. And make another body. Now, I'm only swinging with my first strike Crown King here. I don't know, like, nah, we're not getting in with this. This allows us to hold up for next turn. Like, the beautiful part is we're just gaining life, though. Like, do I play this land? Like, I do, because I need to get to 5, right? And then we're just hoping for a leave to chance so we can just, like, throw down the Adorn Pouncer. Alright, so, yeah, we'll just go ahead and try to hit to 5 mana. I mean, if he doesn't kill something, we just turn everything sideways and just get to 5 that way. The Jund Gods deck on manatraders, where can you get the list? Alright, so in the link below will take you to my decks and Jund. Wow, where is the... If I played it, you can always find it on the game that wow, where is it? You're right, it's not there. I'll check it out and I'll make sure that it gets put up there. But oh, that might be it. Jund Energy. There it is. Jund Energy. Ronus, Glintsleeve, Servant. Oh no, this is Ryan from Ryan the Fire Burns version. Here, let me put this back. I'll find it for you in just a moment. He's gonna walk my plank. He's gonna make me walk the plank. Alright, man, that's horrible. Alright, feller. Let's see if I can find you that Jund list. I'll get it for you, good sir. Hey, Vanguard. That's not bad. Alright. You're talking about the most recent Jund Gods list, the one we when I played on stream here a few days ago, like last Thursday or something like that. Okay, so do we attack with anything? I don't think so. I'm just gonna pass. There you go. If you look in the link in the description box, it'll take you to all my decks. Jund Gods should be the very first one, and Jund Energy should be right there as one of the top ones. So it'll be Jund Gods and Jund Energy there. So hopefully that'll get you to where what you're looking for there. My decks. Okay. Journey. Wow. Journey's good. Now he'll block or he'll swing. Oh yeah, if you can get Vanguard lifelink. Oh. I mean, he gets to scry, right? I'll pay the life. I'll flip my dude. Or flip my Legion's Landing. Like, First Strike and Menace means that I just, like, eat whatever I want to eat. What's sad is if he double block, right? I would just put the Seeker first, so kill the little Seeker. And then I wouldn't do enough damage to kill the last one, right? That'd be good. That'd be really good. I mean, he's got a block here, right? He blocks here. Blocks here just to stop damage. Gets his dude back. He's got a walk the plank, and he's going to have a Seeker in the graveyard. Did we just come out too hard, too fast? Everything attacks! That's right. Smash. We call that smashing around here. Oh, wow. No, sir. See, I'm allowed to stack them the way I would like to stack them. And I don't want to... right, I don't want to kill that. So, thank you for letting me flip this and not even costing me life or... Wow, that was... We have such a sweet opponent. He's so nice. I just explained how he better not do that. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Ooh, ya henny. So this means he has something. Ooh, a hidden stockpile. So he even sacked the Evolving Wilds on his turn for a mana that he wasn't going to use, and then didn't use all of his mana this turn. So I assume that before he passed his turn here, he sacrifices this Seeker, right? Like, he cannot go to end step without sacrificing this Seeker, right? That'll give him 2 mana open, give him another blocker. Okay, sure. Sure, dude. Alright, next game. Strikes all look good. Like, if he gets to growing, like, Dusk looks good. I mean, what kind of deck is it? Like, it feels like we're just super powerful versus him. Do you really play cards because you just like the card, or do you, like, want... Like, Flings are in. Flings are in the main board. Alright, we've got Fling. I'm going to take out a Leave and ready. There we go. We should probably bring in like Lightning Strike or something. Fine, Rush. I'm done. I'm done. Fling. We'll just make it big and fling something. Rush, you. Oh. Ah. You're killing me. You're killing me. Man, this is what we dream about right here, right? He's gonna be in the ground trying to stop things on the ground, and we're gonna. Yeah, we're just going to start with the Stone Quarry. We're gonna try to get in the air here with the Sky Terror. I don't know. I mean, I may just hit that Adanto up and just let him rip. Just put a cartouche on the Adanto and just roll with it. Oh man, that looks so good, don't it? Like, I can pay for it. I'll pay it. I'll pay it. I'll pay it all day. Until you can tempt it, we're gonna pay it. Like, so next turn I'm going to. I want to put another creature down. Sure. Like, is he going to race? He can't race us. Alright, well, This is the best we can really do this turn. Just hit him for 5, put him on a 3-turn clock. Like if he wants to keep getting sideways. No, I think it was actually put enough of a pressure on this Adanto that if he has an exile effect, it has to happen right now. Like he can't wait another turn. So like I want him to spend all of his mana on like a cast out or an Ixalan's Binding. There we go, done. So yeah, now Adanto is done for us, but now we get to go Sram, we get to go Sky Terror, which Sky Terror alone is probably going to win this fight. Sky Terror with a crown and a cartouche on it is going to get like broken good. So do we think he's got another... I can wait. I can wait a turn before I've actually started putting like the cartouches and stuff on. So yeah, we can do that. Like he had to spend his entire turn to deal with our Adanto, and which is fine. But at this point, we're just gonna start getting back at him. Probably just gonna drop the crown. Okay, he's gonna plank it. Like planking the Sky Terror feels better than him planking the Sram here. Like Sram's gonna feel really good when I start drawing cards off of it. Field of Ruin, that's colorless, so that doesn't overly scare me. All right, well, we've got our 5th mana. So Sram. There's an Adanto we can't cast. There's a body, so we got a blocker. We will draw yet another card, another Sky Terror. Alright. And we'll just get in there. You know? Just get work done. Get jiggy with it, alright? Like, it's pretty good. So far, I'm like really enjoying this version of Red White Aggro. Like, I did not like the blue-red auras. I really love Jim Davis's blue-white auras. Now the red-white seems really good. Like, I just want to splash blue for 1 card. He might be able to if he could draw a couple more removal cards, but like at this point, oh my goodness, we're just getting sideways on him so hard. Alright, so I get a swing here. If he wants to block it, because like the plan is he's just gonna like block, pump, like eat Sram, but he's gonna take 3 anyway. And so he needs to block here. Go ahead and block there. Now he eats it. It comes back like for the indestructible, but he's gonna take 3 anyway, and I'm okay with it. Like, yes, Yahini's going to get, like, ridiculously large. He's going to get to start doing stuff, but at that point, we're just going to start chipping in. Like, we're just going to keep chipping. Like, I was okay with that exchange. I'm also okay with the exchange of my cat here. Like, I'm just gonna Do 2 damage in the air. Oh wow, yeah, fight your dude. Eat this, or fight, and in response, eat it. Alright. Oh, that won't work. Okay. Yeah, you can't eat it in response, but maybe. Oh yeah, get in there. Get it. Get in there, opponent. Boy, leave the chance off the top would be great, wouldn't it? Even the tap card, just tap some things down, bam. Like, just let me get work done here. He doesn't have trample. He's 3 turns from dead if he doesn't like get reach somewhere. Well, ain't that a spectacle? How much removal you think he's got, guys? I'm going to bring back the cat. We're just going to save the giant spectacle for next turn. Like being able to give 2 things menace, or being able to hide the fact that even this is lethal. Like he might spend his removal this turn trying to deal with the cat and the warrior because he thinks he's got yet 1 more turn for the Sky Terror. But without playing the giant spectacle, then he doesn't know that next turn the Sky Terror is lethal. So might be able to get in there somewhere with that. Yeah, I mean he's got all the mana in the world now. But like I don't think he's got enough removal cards to deal with everything. Like the fact that this has menace and we can make it lethal next turn, or like if he swings with either of these and can't replace it because he don't have cards in the graveyard, then like he can't swing. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So let's at least sequence right, just in case he has removal. So we'll draw a card. We get another Sram. That is lethal unless you have the kill spell, sir. That is game. That is game. I mean, yeah, we're not playing like one of the right off the wall tier 1 decks or whatever, so he might not have really known what he was playing against, and that's like a great way to attack a format, is to hit them from the side where they're not expecting it. When it comes to fighting, being dirty, there's nothing wrong with that. All's fair in love and war, That's why in the Marine Corps, the first move they teach you in hand-to-hand combat is how to eye gouge, how to properly eye gouge. Isn't that crazy, right? Ain't nothing fair about it. So, being able to just be like completely like come from another direction, that's really, really cool. I like it. It was extremely resilient, even though the opponents had like cards that could do things to our cards. It was still really resilient. I thought the deck was really fun too. I enjoyed this one, Rush. I don't even have much to say about it. There's probably a couple things you could do with it here or there. Maybe an extra Authority of the Consuls in here. I really like the Abrades. I don't like Combat Celebrant in this deck. I just don't think you need to get there. I think that everything else you got going on is just super strong, and you just don't need it. So good job, dude. Like, I like this one. This one was sweet. So yeah, we had enough cards that still win. Also looks super budget. Yeah, exactly. Like, the deck is really sweet. I don't think we need like all these onward to victories and things like that. Honestly, instead of onward to victory, you probably get away with like the +4/+0 and trample. built to smash. You could probably get away with that. You could probably just like use these for just something like just good free spots to give yourself more authorities and more fragmentized, just more really good answers. And then just like for so many or other matchups, I bet you just don't even need to really sideboard maybe like 2 or 3 cards just to kind of tweak things out and just go, no, I'm just going to beat you with my Adanto's Vanguard. Oh, do you really have, yeah, Invigorating Rampage. It's like, oh, do you have exile effects? No? Guess what? You know, so Dust Till Dawn looks like it'd be really good. I'd probably stick that in there. So, yeah, like you didn't have the Dust Till Dawn in, but I think it's really good in this deck. Yeah, you're probably not going to want some of these things back, but you'd want Adantos back, and you would... I doubt you'd want your Adorned Pouncers back, but you could get them back. And Sram. It's really crazy that this deck only has the this many creatures, but it's actually really sweet. I would continue to leave the extra cartouche in, because you notice like in both of those games we had to actually cartouche before we could put the crown on. So I don't want to cut down on the number of cartouches I have, because that weakens how effective the crown can be later. Because remember, the crown will kill your stuff. So Zane, take care, man. Good night. Mr. Triggs, if you're heading out, you know, I think most people are. I think most people from here are kind of getting ready to bounce out. So I am as well. Consuming Fervor might work, but it gets like if they can start blocking it, it gets extremely like worse and worse. What about On-Crop Crasher for this deck? Would probably work really well. Like On-Crop Crasher, I'm thinking it needs like 3 more creatures in the deck. Like I want to see 3 more creatures. Like let's leave the chance is kind of taking the spot of some creatures, but I really like what leave the chance does. It just lets you have all of your stuff back. So, maybe not. Like maybe we can just leave it where it's at, but. I kind of like the deck. I really do. Rush, I think you did really good with it. I think you got a couple spots here in your sideboard that you can open up. Leave the flings. They're fine. But, like, come off of some of the jank, man. Like, don't put too much jank into something you're trying to make into a really competitive deck, and you're really, really close with this. Play it for a little while without those extra 4 cards in the sideboard, and then find out where your holes are, like, where your holes in your matchups are, and then just, like, use those 4 cards to just shore up holes, not to go, this would be cool. And like if you're looking at your sideboard and you're saying things like this would be cool, then it's probably not the right card for your sideboard, right? Like if it's cool, then it's probably not. Like every card in your sideboard really needs to be, oh, what is this for? Oh, I bring that in against mid-range. Oh, I bring that in against blue-black. Oh, I bring that in against anything with, you know, hazard in it. Oh, I bring that in, you know, here, or, you know, that sort of thing. So, like, I think that that's one of the things, like, just keep that as kind of like the rule of thumb when it comes to building your sideboard and things like that, is if you have to say, oh, that's cool, or your explanation of why that's in there is not because it's in there to destroy another deck, then you probably need to take it out. Like, the sideboard's not where you put cute things. Your cute things go in your like 1 to 3 of slot in the main deck. Like even a tier 1 deck can have like 1 to 3 slots that you could play around with and make personalized, you know. And yeah, I know spikes are going to be like, nope, gotta have it 100% this way, just the way it come out of the GP last weekend, you know. But that's not always necessary either. So again, like that's where I would go with my sideboard. And you know, just really think about it. Go, hey, what do I lose to? Oh, I lose to the Scarab God. All right, well, I've got 4 open spots in my sideboard. What could I do with that? I don't know. Here, I'm going to put a placeholder in these 4 open spots for you, and then you can tell me what you would like to put into them later, right? Like, just, that's how easy sideboarding is, right? Like, just say, my deck has weaknesses, natural weaknesses to certain decks, and your sideboard should be, right, your sideboard should be to shore up those matches. So, either way, guys, we when I get, let's see, you know what? We won't even talk about the move yet. We've got a couple more live streams before we got to worry about that. What do we got going on? Yes, we're sponsored by manatraders. Manatraders is awesome. They gave us 15% off on the first 4 months when you sign up using Sideboardmtg 15. Sideboardmtg 15. People are still using Sideboardmtg, not Sideboardmtg 15. Like, that's an extra 5% on a whole extra month. Sideboardmtg just gets you 10% off. Like, I'm trying to save you people money, and y'all are just like, shut up, take my money, right? Save yourself a buck. Use the code while we have it, because we might not be able to keep such a great code forever. You know, use it while you got it. Other than that, man, GP was awesome. Meeting Jerry Thompson. I keep saying Gary. But Jerry Thompson, that was really good. He was actually really cool. Sam Black, I was kind of starstruck. I told him, I was like, man, I just got through streaming like one of your decks talking about the mono white of sin, and then like I instantly jumped into him playing in Modern in the Super League, and he's like, oh yeah, which deck did you like? And I blanked. In the car on the way home, I was like, yes, the play he made against Infect, where he actually took the 6 Infect before he cast his spell, was brilliant when he was playing Lantern. But yet when I'm standing in front of Sam Black, like, I can't come up with any of that, really. I'm just like, duh, you're Sam Black. So that was pretty cool. I got to see some pros today, and they were really nice people. And Andrew Jessup, like, I walked up to him and I was like, I'm sure that's Andrew Jessup. That's got to be Andrew Jessup. And even my wife was like, wait, you mean the brothers that like top 8 in the SCG tour all the time? I'm like, yeah, those guys. So so we got to, even my wife knew who Andrew Jessup was, which was pretty cool. So, you know, hooray for Val on that one. Guys, man, I had a lot of fun. Tonight was great. So, right, when the stars starstruck, I'm not, yeah, I'm the redneck playing Magic, right? But yeah, I'll post some pictures. I didn't get a selfie with Sam Black. Like, I was so amazed that I was standing there with Sam Black. There were other people talking to Jerry Thompson, and I like stood there like a kid patting my feet while I was waiting my turn to walk up and talk to Jerry Thompson. So yeah, it was fun. Blair Almighty, you've been running a Teamer Energy deck lately that replaces the Rogue Refiners with J-Light Rangers, and the Attunes with Hadana's Climb, and the Whirlers with Voltaic Brawler. That sounds good. Teamer Energy with Climb. Have you posted that, Blair? Have you posted that to the Reddit? Yes, Salvete, you missed it. Man, I'm closing out right now. I'm saying goodnight to everybody. Everybody's kind of like fading out on me. Like, you know, the viewers are dropping, like, you know. But I'm still talking to everybody. Like, we've got a little bit going on. It's coming up on 10 o'clock, so I'm about to call it a night. But, yeah. Your teamer is similar, except instead of Climb, you run Voltaic. Well, he said he run Voltaic instead of Whirler. Like, do you have any room in there for Earthshaker Kenra? I promise you'd love it. It puts you so much farther ahead, and then on turn like 6 when you're bringing it back. Yeah, I think you'd like it. Earthshaker Kenra fits really well. Even before the bannings, the Japanese were playing around a little bit with dropping Rogue Refiner for just a faster card, and they were trying. Forget the Japanese team. Oh man! But they were trying the Kenras and stuff in there, so you might want to look into that, or at least play around with the idea. Yeah, 14 in the air is like that's exactly how that works with Hadana's Climb. Like you got Hydras and stuff in that deck. Yo, Eric, what's up? Azimbull. Awesome. Well, it sounds like y'all got a pretty cool Teamer deck. Maybe we'll do a video on the return of Teamer. You know, it seems like fun, right? Right? You've been toying around with a fling as well. Well, you get in touch with Rush, right? because this man loves some fling. Like, he absolutely loves some fling, and I actually like the idea of Hadana's Climb and fling. I hit the button on my chair, right? All right, guys, that's all I've got for tonight. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I know I had a lot of fun, and we'll see you next time here on Sideboard MTG.